Hello, Jamie Boglin in the house. All right, it's the 5th and final day of our activation to the FAB Mommy lifestyle. And I just really want to congratulate you for sticking to it for 5 days. I know sometimes that's a lot for some people. It gets very overwhelming. And then that's the thing too, is when you don't stick to something and you don't have that accountability and you don't have that drive to keep going, then you start doubting yourself and you start talking negatively to yourself. And so I'm excited that you're here. I'm excited that the activation is working. It's building your momentum and it's getting you fired up, and so that you can just start creating that lifestyle that you so desire, right? All right, so we've been talking the last 4 days about a lot about flow and how you can get it. And so basically by letting the universe know, this is what I want more of this. How can I implement this into my family? So we first had it by just mentally stepping outside of your comfort zone and mentally stepping up to yourself, mentally saying, yes, I want this, right? And that was one of the reasons why I had you post the selfies, is because I wanted you to mentally just take that step forward. And so that was step 1. And then the other way that we implemented flow into your whole week this week is by physically. I asked you guys to start working out, right? So how's that coming? I want you guys to notice your excuses if you're doing it, or if you're not doing it, that's fine too. I want you to notice what excuses are coming up. And then finally, it was visually, I think I missed a step in there, visually doing the flow and just cleaning out your clutter. So I saw some of you in the group, you posted that really spoke to you. That's awesome. And I really want you to commit to that, because I don't think you'll even understand how much of a step that is. So for instance, my daughter has an incredibly messy room. Like, I am embarrassed for people to see it. And there's no flow whatsoever in this room. And there's a lot of stagnant energy in like boxes and in clutters and things like that. And so my big main focus for her just this past couple months has been, okay, every morning when you wake up, just make your bed. Like, just clean it off, make the sheets nice and straight, no wrinkles, put your pillows nicely, like on the bed, put any stuffed animals you want right there. And then I want you to just look at it and feel how great it feels to have a bed that's made and like a spot in your room that's clean. And the other thing that I'll have her do is, like, at nighttime when she walks into her room, just walk in and have her stand right in the room and just be like, okay, what part of the room, I want you to feel the energy, and I'll just have her like, what part of the room do you feel like the freshest and the most vibrant, like, and honestly, it's like a magnet all the way to her bed. It's this big, like, shiny thing. Like, I swear it says, oh. It's amazing how much just clutter can affect you in all aspects of your life, okay? So I really, really want you guys to get focused in on that. And I only asked you to do 3 sections of your life. So you figured out, and in fact, I want to hear what 3 sections you guys pick. So whether it's like I said yesterday, the front doorway, anything like that. What sections are you going to commit to clean up? And then let's make a date on that, because that's part of our habits, our 5 habits to success, is having a deadline or a date. So, all right. Today we are going to be talking about not flow, but attracting abundance, okay? So we've talked about the FAB Mommy lifestyle. It includes finding flow within yourself, within your family. It includes attracting abundance, and then it includes being blissfully happy. So, all right, so today we're going to be attracting abundance, and it's going to be an activation for it. So I want you to know that abundance is not just money. I know a lot of times people think, oh, I want abundance of money. Well, yeah, that would be great. But why is it people want money? If you just had money sitting on your desk, it doesn't mean anything, right? But what is it that the money brings? The money brings the freedom. It brings financial freedom. It rids you of all those worries and anxiety. It gives you financial freedom to be able to put your kids in sports. It gives you the financial freedom to, you know, go buy ice cream after school for the kiddos or something like that. It releases all that worry that gets built up in you and the dramas that get built up in your head. And so when you attract abundance, it can be anything. It's really about you creating what that abundance is. So what is it that you really, really want? Is it the time freedom like I said, the financial freedom? Is it money? Is it more clients in your business? Is it more love from a family member? What is it that you want to attract, and you want to attract it in an abundance amount, okay? So I really want you to zone in on what it is you're looking to create, and that will help us find what our desire is and go after that. All right, so here's some little tricks that I've got for attracting abundance, or why we should attract abundance, and just more about what it is. So one of the things that I like to play a little game with, and this happened just this morning, but is look for signs that the universe gives us. So it's like I've said this a million times, the universe always has your back, right? It's your one constant, that the universe has your back. And so it's constantly playing games with you, and it's constantly trying to send you signs and signals that, hey, I'm here, look at me, got it. So here's some signs that I like to, basically, they're just signs that I know the universe is listening. So white feathers. Anytime you see a white feather, hello, it's the universe. It's just like, hey, I'm here, floating in your life. Just this morning, I had my son sitting on my lap, and I was looking at him, and he had a white feather in his hair. It was a tiny, tiny white feather, and I have no idea where that came from, but I just thought it was really cool because I was like, oh, and I had just written, I was gone over the script that I was going to talk about today, so I was laughing because I was like, oh, I totally put that in my script. Awesome! Anyways, so white feathers are a symbol of the universe speaking to us, speaking through you, speaking at you, instead of screaming it, right? It's just a little symbol. So, all right, pennies and coins. The other day we were walking on the rail trail and we found a penny, and then my son said, I'm going to find 3 more pennies today. And I was laughing like, well, that's funny. 3? That's really funny. And I kid you not, 10 minutes later, I found 2 pennies laying on the floor in the front of a store, the door. So it's awesome. I'm telling you, the universe is constantly giving you signals, but you need to have your heart open and ready to accept them, ready to attract them, ready to see them. And that is one of the ways, by attracting this abundance, that you can become blissfully happy. We'll get into that another time, but for today, it's just attracting this abundance. And then special numbers. So I think since junior high, I have seen these special numbers. 1111 is like my big one. Make a wish when you see 1111 on the clock. But it's crazy how many times in a week that I can see these numbers. And in fact, when I'm about to really manifest something big, I have a really big story. So about 6 months ago, I was on this manifesting like wheel basically, but 2 weeks before everything was changing, I kid you not, I honestly saw 1111 almost twice a day. I'm probably gonna say I would like wake up at 1111. I would just happen to see it. And I wasn't even like looking for it. And that's what I loved, is that it just kept popping up at me. And it was kind of funny. I was laughing at how much that I had really, really seen it. And I just kept thinking like, oh my gosh, I am really going to manifest this. I'm like, there is no way that I would see this and not manifest something. Like, it's coming. I felt it. And that's what gave me the faith in what I was manifesting and that whole like cycle of everything that was happening. So I'm telling you, the universe totally talks to you. You've got to just listen. And so by cleaning out that clutter and cleaning out your body and exercising and getting the flow going, that's when you're allowed to listen, because you've quieted all that mental chatter down and you're able to hear the whispers. So if you're meditating, it's able to come in a lot faster, a lot easier, and there's a lot more peace and calmness within your brain, your mind. And I know as mommies, we are constantly crazy, having this to do, that, go here, go there. So it's really helpful when you can just put all these tools together and use it for your success. And then the other thing about attracting abundance is you're going to start noticing all these opportunities are going to start popping up in like amazing divine timing. So whether it's like a new job, you just lost your job and oh, this person has a job, all these great things are going to start happening to you. Even it's like when you're trying to find a parking spot and you're driving at Costco and you're trying to find a spot, and then you just turn and you just find the first parking spot right at the front of the door and it's perfect. Things like that always happen when you are aligned with what you want and with your desires. Everything works out with such less effort and it's just so easy. So, all right. And then the other thing too that you'll notice is like, this kind of piggybacks on the opportunities, but just you'll notice things start, like people will give you things for free and it'll be like perfect timing. The other day we got a bike seat for the kiddo to put on the back of our bike seat, and it just was perfect timing from when we needed it, and we were able to go on a bike ride. It was the one weekend that wasn't raining. It was just amazing. So when we're attracting abundance in our lives, it's really important to really trust the universe. And I kind of touched on this a little bit, but when you can just trust in the universe, you can replace your thoughts, your worrisome and anxiety thoughts, with happy thoughts, right? So, and that's how you get there. Help. Just a second. All right. So we're trusting the universe, and then you're replacing your worrisome thoughts with these happy thoughts. And when you open up your heart, you're able to allow more goodness in. And so the better you feel, the more you allow and the more you attract. And so it's really, really important to just trust and to be happy no matter what's going on. There's always a gift in every situation. And when you can train your brain to start thinking of, okay, what's the gift in this situation? You're going to become happier. You're going to build on this. You're going to attract better things. And pretty soon, there's not even a thought ever of like, oh my gosh, this is bad or anything like that. Like, I can't even say it anymore. It's so funny. So it's just all about trusting in the universe and knowing that it's got your back, knowing that it's going to be there for you, and it's going to give you exactly what you need in the exact time that you need it. Okay? All right. So if I can get some hearts right now just to let me know that you're still there, I would love it. We've got some thumbs up if you're listening and you're understanding it and you're loving it also. All right, so, and then the other thing that I want to talk to you about is, just a second, baby. The other thing that I want to talk to you about is being grateful. Not being grateful for what you could have, but being grateful for what you already have, right? So how do you let the universe know that you're grateful? So what about a journal? I journal every morning, and it's just a little tiny couple lines. It's nothing big. It's not these deep, profound thoughts. But I do wake up every morning. Can you wait just a second, please? All right, so every morning I wake up and I'll just journal just a few things that I'm happy for. If they're not even complete sentences, but it just puts me in that happy spot right away when I wake up. I'm not listening to the news. I'm not letting that influence me, but I am really going to my happy spot, and I'm purposefully putting my brain in that spot first thing in the morning so that it directs my brain the rest of the day. Does that make sense? All right, so basically it's me telling the universe that I'm ready, that I'm open, and so it can just bring it on, right? And then the other thing that I've realized by this gratitude journal is that the appreciation really expands me. So I find myself appreciating more things, and they're tinier and what I used to think was like less meaningful. So even just like walking down the street and seeing a little ladybug on a leaf, like I'm able to zone in on that now. And I'm able to like appreciate how beautiful that is, or how like they're only out on beautiful days. Look, it's a beautiful day, right? And so just by doing that gratitude journal every morning, it's really just it brightens my whole day, basically. So by doing the gratitude journal, that lets the universe know, hello, I'm open to attracting abundance. All right. And then the other thing is just, I feel like happiness is a choice, okay? And I know I'm going to get some flack on this, but it is. I can choose to be happy. So there's things that go on all the time in my life that aren't fun or are crazy. Like, how about taking your kids and like today, I'm single mom, I've got to do 2 baseball games, plus I got to do dinner, all this by myself. Like, I could choose to be really grouchy about it, or I could choose to be like, you know what, I'm so excited that like I have the opportunity to do this, that I don't have to go to work and work a 9-to-5 job, and I'm not allowed to do all of this. Like, I can choose to be happy about it. I can choose to drive and, hey, let's have a dance party in the van. Things like that. So those are the things that start happening and start bringing in the flow, start bringing in the attraction, the abundance, and like start making you become blissfully happy. That those are the things that start changing and you start noticing. Okay? Just a second, please. There's a choo-choo. All right. And then, okay, so this is my other thing is I don't want you to think that once I manifest this one thing, then that's when I'm going to be happy. Okay? I want you to think of it as I am happy now, and by me being happy, I attract these other things. I manifest these other things. And I'm not joking. When you can be happy no matter what, everything else good starts to be attracted to you. It's awesome. It's amazing. It's fabulous. All right. So I hope that invigorated you. I hope that was exciting for you for attracting abundance. And it's our last day on this FAB Mommy Lifestyle Activation. I want to hear your comments. I don't want it to end. I've really enjoyed this whole group. It's been awesome. It's been fun. You guys have said amazing things, given me some great ideas, and I really want you to keep going with it, okay? So at the end of this 5-day challenge, what happens now? What are you going to do now? How is this challenge different from any other challenge, right? I know we've all done challenges before, and do they stick? Sometimes they do, but sometimes they don't. So what I want to do is offer you guys something, and I'm only going to offer it to you guys, and I'm going to email it out to you so you can have a visual of everything that's included, but I'm going to keep this group open, okay? I'm going to keep it open, and we're going to build on it, and I want to build that accountability within you with me, all right? And so here's the thing. We're going to keep the momentum going. We're going to keep it rolling. I'm going to provide you the accountability. I'm also going to provide you the guidance to keep working on your journey to become a fab mommy. And here's how it's going to work. So I'm going to keep it open. We're going to have group phone calls once a week, and they're going to be Zoom so we can all see each other. We can work with each other. We can really build that trust and bond. Now, remember how I talked about there's 5 pillars to success? I'm incorporating all of them into this program. And so accountability is one of them. Having coaching is another one. Having cheerleaders is another one. And the way I'm going to do that is we're going to have hold on, let me pull my notes up right here. So we're going to have a 45-minute live group coaching call on Zoom every week. So for the next 30 days, you're able to do all of this, okay? You're going to get one private coaching call, one-on-one, specifically with me, not my other coaches, nothing, just me and you on a call so you can talk about what you're trying to do and what we're trying to create and how you can create it. And you know what's great about that too is sometimes just having someone on the outside looking in helps so much. And then I'm also going to keep this Facebook group open so that we can have the social support, because that was one of the other the 5 habits to the success. And then you're also, with this, you're going to have private access to me via Facebook, via Messenger. So anytime you have questions, go ahead and private message me and I'll get back to you as soon as I can. So doesn't that sound great? Like, accountability, who has that? That's the thing. Like, you can go on all these programs, but do they really have the accountability? Do you really have somebody holding your back, right? So here's the deal. I want you... Mickey Mouse. Mickey Mouse. I want you to schedule a call with me this weekend. I have games going on tomorrow, tonight, but I'm going to open up some spots because I really feel like it's important. The program is going to start March 12th, and it's going to go to April 10th. Yes, April 10th. Now, it's $197 for the 30 days. But here's the deal. I cannot even bring myself to tell my private coaching clients because they're paying almost triple that. Okay? And they're getting only the private phone calls with me, and they're not getting the group support. They're not getting the community. And so this is kind of unheard of. And I'm not even going to tell my coach that this is how much I'm charging because she will probably rip my head off. Anyways, just kidding. She's really nice. But the deal is you cannot find this anywhere. And so we're stepping up and saying yes to yourself, right? That's part of our deal. This is another way for you to step up and say yes to yourself. So imagine in 30 days, which is almost going to be like spring breakish time, which is like bikini season, which is like, is my confidence there or not? Come on. You got to take the kids to the pool now. What's going on? All right. So this is when the program ends. But imagine having the confidence to go to the pool with your kids, having the confidence to play outside and be this vibrant, fun-loving mommy, having flow come into your life, having that mental chatter just dissipate, and you're confident now. You've got this. You know how to do this, right? This program is built for you ladies in this group. It's specifically for you ladies. And I've got to tell you, I've had each one of you in mind this whole time when I've been designing it. And so book a call with me this weekend. We'll talk to you about how it's a perfect fit for you. We'll talk to you about any hang-ups that you have, how we can work around it, anything like that. But it's awesome, and you've got to try it because you know what? When you have that fear of, oh, I missed out, that is so much more regretful than, you know what, I tried it and it didn't work. Oh, well, this is going to work though. And you know what, you're going to be, that momentum is going to keep going and rolling, and you're going to love it. And you know what else? Your husband's going to love it. Your kids are going to love it. It is going to be a transformational journey, which is what the Fab Mommy lifestyle is all about. And I'm only offering this for the next 30 days, okay? I don't have any other programs like this. I'm so excited to be launching it. So and you are part of my first crew that gets to join. So, all right, I will see you guys later.